Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. Today is October 10th, and I want to welcome you into the season of fall. I want to start out by thanking our sponsors, Chemical Guys, Steel Series, CJ Pony Parts, Badass Extension Cords, and Speedway Motors. More on them in the ad read. I want to read off, remember off our random car fact of the week. It actually came up in a Facebook reel, and I'm going to try to recall it the best I can. So I learned that in Forza, I believe it's just the latest Forza. I don't think it's specified, but the developers were so dead set on finding a Ford ST that had been unmodified, bone stock completely. And of course, Ford doesn't manufacture them anymore. So they dug deep and hard reading through Reddit threads, Facebook posts to find the one individual who daily drove a mint Ford ST with nothing done whatsoever. And they spent hours setting up all the grid tape and everything and completely doing his car just to get it in the game of Forza for us.
That is really cool.
Yeah. You know, the one car that is unmodified is just some guy just daily driving it and rarely posts anything, you know.
That's really cool that they get like live data for that.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy to see all the recording and things they do to implement it to the game. I mean, they were doing sound recordings of the dash, the door closing, and of course the engine sounds, the different variation of loads it gets under. It's really cool, man.
Is cool. It's kind of like setting chassis years up as a mechanic.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our fact. I want to go ahead and jump into this episode. Got a lot on the gaming topic, but a lot of news related items in the cars topic for you guys. A lot's happened in the past week in the car community, at least in the scope that we keep our eyes on. I wanted to get the fans and also Jordan's opinion on, if you didn't know, Slam Enough, of course, happened over the weekend, the past weekend, and of course a week ago now. And if you saw, it was a huge deal because they actually shut down the event for the day of Sunday. Never heard of before at all for the police department to completely disband an event a whole day early because of how many disruptions and unlawful behavior and just in general, just people disrupting the peace. I want to know that your thoughts are, Jordan. Of course, we don't condone any of the takeover stuff, but man, it just seems like the along with the Mopars, the Slam Enough guys, man, they're right there with them, man.
Yeah, I'm not in that area a lot, but I have been there during events, and I've been there in my car, and Tell the Dragon usually gets some action with bikers, but as far as car events and Sevierville, I think it was Pigeon Forge where this happened, right? If I'm not mistaken, or maybe Gatlinburg.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen that, and I mean, I could see it being in the area. It's unsuspected for me, and I don't. It's pretty lame how the people there acted. I think it was mainly due to people seeing cameras and just kind of wanting to do things for the vine, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
a few things I've heard that may or may not be true is I heard apparently two like rivaling car gangs, I guess if you could say, were like meeting each other at this event and it just blew up. I know for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I saw one clip of like a R34 Skyline pulls up and he's just banging two-step. There's a cop standing right there and he's just, I'm banging two-step, shooting fireballs out. And the cop's like banging on the car like, stop. And the cop walks up to the car enough, like it's rolling slowly. And all of a sudden you see the cop pull a loaded Mac 10 with a suppressor out of the passenger seat. Like, just out in the open. Yeah. Yeah, pulls out like a submachine gun out of the dude's passenger seat.
A GTA mission? We got turf wars with cars. I didn't even know this was happening in the area. Like, what is going on? I mean,
what drives you to be that dumb while having a gun right next to you? I mean,
dude, that is crazy. Dude had a It must have been some kind of turf war. Dude had a full auto Mac 10. That is insane.
I'm shocked you haven't seen the clip. Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. Insane, dude. Yeah, just banging two step, and the cop just grabs a gun, and he's like, "What are we
It's
doing,
GTA,
guys?"
dude.
I mean, it really
That's what
seemed
it
like it.
is. This is insane.
Whenever they first released the Benny's update, everybody was
Yeah, bro.
lowriding.
That's what's going on over here.
Man, I seen so the big thing was Jimmy's Market is the one who
Yeah,
typically
I saw that.
allows them. Yeah, dude, there's like a sea of people, like people standing on gas pumps, like
Hmm.
extremely dangerous behavior.
I've never seen that many people together in that area. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it was like driving in that area. It's
Oh,
not
it had to have
like
been
the best
insane.
during the days, so I don't know how it was like then.
I did see a TikTok that was like the opposite. It was like not necessarily advocating for the event, but he was like, all you locals get mad about these street cars running around popping and banging. He's like, well, the problem is these RVs that have never seen a curve before taking the dragon. He's like, I'm just trying to get home from work.
God
Like, yeah, I
bless.
could see that side of it too, honestly.
RV on the Dragon. There's been semis to try and go down it before.
Oh my god, I enjoyed watching Cleetus and them go down the dragon in their RV event. That was really cool.
Yeah, I felt like a semi accident happened like 2 years ago or something on the Dragon. Like two met each other head on. Maybe it was later
Oh
or
man,
earlier than that.
I seen a ZL1 6 gen getting fished out of the sides of the dragon during
Another
that slamming
victim
of event.
claimed.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad, dude. It
People
was
be
like
going too fast.
the cab was pinned up against a tree. It was bad.
It's not a road you can go fast on. People try to. I mean, I'm not saying bikers can't, but even cars. I mean, you can take it fast, but you really know what you're doing, and it's a public road, man. Stuff happens. That's just
Oh yeah.
dangerous. I want to go down there on the bike, but I'm not gonna do any behavior like that.
Yeah, dude, it's just a vibe. Like enjoy the leaves, the trees. Like it's not a road course, you know. Like you're
Yeah.
not setting trap times. I love that there's even like cameras set up along the route, like to
Mm-hmm.
get cool like rollers. Yeah, it's not a road to be foolish on. I would be shocked to hear that that was going on during this event, just because the ways those cars are set up, they're not set up to
Yeah.
be taking no dragon, not at speed at least. It doesn't shock me at all that these guys were the ones that would be the first to see a shutdown, because I mean it's just that seems to be the younger crowd of people, and they seem to be the ones that are more apt to act foolish, as opposed to, like, we'll say Rod Run, where there's a lot of old heads, or the Camaro related event, the Mustang hits the Dragon. It just seems like Slammed Enough applies more to the guys that just have enough money to camber out a Honda Civic and take it down to Gatlinburg.
No, I mean, Slammed Enough has some really clean builds that are like just nice stance cars, not something with extreme camber. I mean, there's some really clean builds, so I can
I
see a
can
lot
believe
of
it.
I can see a lot of people just being hooligans. I mean, it's going to bring in so many people. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't imagine the actual number of people that were there just because of the event. I mean, just off that video.
Yeah, I was trying to reach out to the Sevierville Police Department, because I feel like even like maybe some of the officers that were on duty that night might have some pretty good insight on how it was, how the vibe was, what caused it to kind of all go down, what was transpiring. But I didn't have any luck reaching out to anybody that was there, or anybody that any police department. Like I said, maybe they'll follow up later on. Maybe we can do like kind of a recap of what happened. But I sent an email earlier in the week and it went cold. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any insight. I mean, honestly, if you're with any police department, it would just be cool to have a cop on here to kind of
Oh,
hear
for
your
sure.
side, yeah. Because I mean, as I won't say street racers, but as people in the car community, I feel like a lot of the times cops get a bad rap, and rightfully so, sometimes not so rightfully. It's just nice to hear their perspective. And that's kind of what I wanted to get from the Sevierville Police Department. I wanted to be like, all right, guys, what how does this compare to the maybe foolishness that may or may not go on during Rod Run? Because most
for
negative
sure.
thing I hear about Rod Run is just vehicle theft. And to be honest, I'm not sure how much of that is out of town or not. It might just be these people that maybe are banking on people coming to this event. They're not enthusiasts per se.
Yeah. I'm really surprised Rod Run hasn't had an issue. I mean, if you know Rod Run over there, it is insane. So,
Yeah.
for Slammed enough to do it, I mean, I guess it just shows that that's kind of what that crowd brings a little bit, maybe. But I think you got to do things on a case by case basis,
1000%.
because a lot of people who like stance cars aren't necessarily going to do that. I'm sure the majority of people weren't at the after meets. It was probably just like 15-20% of the people had actually attended.
Yeah. It sucks too, man, because that's such a, yeah, it was the location of this event, but I mean, that's a historic town. I mean, that's a vacation destination for, I'm sure millions of Americans love to go there on vacation. I mean, it is a national landmark.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big point for Sevierville Police Department, was that, property getting damaged. It's not just, this isn't just a party town. This is like a big vacation spot, and it's a part of, American history.
Yeah. Going to
So,
have to deploy the National Guard out on this place, dude. And be
man,
like
that might have been the next
Portland
step.
or whatever, down there by the border.
I heard rumor that SWAT was called, but I'm not gonna say for sure if that happened or not.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
You
I
imagine?
mean, it comes a point to where you've got to control a crowd.
Yeah.
That's
People need to be held accountable for their actions like that too. Um,
yeah,
you don't need to be doing this stuff, and if you get away with it, it might make you think you can keep doing it.
yeah. I did see a post from I guess the organizers of Slammed Enough, and they did say that they don't condone the acts, of course.
Yeah, I
Why
saw
would
that.
they? But there wasn't necessarily a consensus on what happened or why it happened. So maybe everybody's just gonna try to brush it under the rug. I mean, it's embarrassing for their community that this would happen, unless you're just a total idiot.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
That's
get into some of this other stuff here. I don't. We'll talk about my lead thing at the very end here. I want to know what you think about this. I saw this pop up kind of towards the end of the week here, but I read that GM, or Yanko, better even, is introducing a 2026 Yanko Silverado featuring a 1,000 horsepower, I'm sure LT, regular cab, regular bed, 2-wheel drive, and the cherry on top, featuring a 6-speed manual, limited only 50 units. So it's going to be an extremely rare truck.
yeah. I'm really surprised that they're not doing an auto with a T case doing 4-wheel drive, trying to compete with the Mexican GTR.
Yeah, that was everybody's argument. It's like, why 2-wheel
But
drive? I
I'll tell
mean,
you, I'm a big fan of that though. I am a rear-wheel drive kind of guy myself, so
yeah, yeah,
that is
especially
up my
stick
alley.
too, man.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my god,
stick is cherry on
that's
top.
that is an enthusiast truck right there. Would it surprise you at all that this is GM's way of testing the waters of bringing back regular cab short bed Silverados?
It'd be cool if they brought it back as like a performance option. I mean, we've never seen a manufacturer do that, like as far as I know. So
Right.
maybe except for like the Ram SRT 10 was kind of leaning towards
Yeah.
that, but it's not something you see. So
Yeah, not many were produced.
you
That's
see off road, but never street performance.
only 50 units too, man. I mean, that's the likelihood of us seeing one of these on the street is so
Yeah,
dead. Like, this is going to be
it's
in somebody's
collector.
garage. Yeah. It really sucks, man. Like, I hope we do see them in the future. That would make me so happy. 1,000 horsepower too. That's I guess that'd probably what could that be? I mean, obviously an LT, but I wonder what power adder they'd be, unless they just went for like a massive 632 like they did with the Copo Camaro. I could see that.
Could be. If it's only 50, I wouldn't even doubt it. I mean, it probably doesn't nearly. It can't be nothing like any other powertrain you can get in a Silverado, I imagine. So
Yeah.
I'd be interested if it has options. I mean, I'm sure It's gonna have power windows, power seat, maybe heated seats.
Yeah.
But like, what kind of options are we gonna see on this thing? I'm kind of curious about that.
Or if there's just like a straight up Yanko package like the Camaro and it's just nothing inside of it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool, man. That would be cool to like really allow customization on the power adder because, I mean, let's just be honest from a, I guess, racing aspect because obviously twin turbo or turbo is going to be your route to go with that light of a truck. It's just going to be easier to apply your power to the asphalt, you know. So I mean, it goes the other way too. 1,000 horsepower in a rear wheel drive vehicle is going to be a party with a blower because you're just going to be just doing the fattest burnouts everywhere you go.
It would be the next Mustang.
Yeah, it really
Like,
would
people
be.
would be crashing out if this was like something anyone could get, like a Camaro Mustang.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if they discontinued the Camaro to make something cool like this, I'm cool with that. Me
I
and you
actually
have
would be
to.
pretty cool with that. I mean, actually, mentioning trucks earlier, I can't believe I didn't think of this. The Cyclone was the last cool street truck.
It was, yeah.
It was the street truck, dude.
What was the shoot? What was the Lightning? The Lightning was
Yeah,
Ford's
Lightning. Yeah,
Cyclone.
but the Cyclone's cooler than Lightning, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
I think most people agree. 4.3 turbo, square body, shitbox, essentially. I mean, it's not like it's some. It's nice for what it is, but
that's going to be a hot
it's a
take for
truck.
somebody for sure. There's definitely people that feel the opposite, I'm sure. But I mean, you've
It's
actually
not,
worked
but
on
you
a
know what I
Lightning though.
mean. Like, it's just a truck.
Yeah.
It's not like it's some golden, like, titanium frame AI engineered truck. It's just a S10 with some performance
You
add-ons.
ain't wrong. You really ain't wrong. Oh shoot.
Grandpa could do this if he wanted.
You
My
really could.
my neighbor's done something similar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the IRS truck.
Mm.
Oh, that's cool. One other small thing I want to mention. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Diesel brothers.
Yeah, I know about them.
So I guess you might have saw that Heavy D Spark got arrested for $850,000 in environmental lawsuit fees.
No, I didn't see this. So this is from
Yes.
like back, what, like 7 years ago now? I mean,
Uh,
it's been a while.
everybody's been posting it, so I don't know if it might have
Because, I
happened
mean,
again.
was this like a continuing court case, or was this something new?
I believe man, I wasn't able to do very much digging on it, but that's just what the headlines were. And I believe there's another maybe celebrity mechanic that got arrested or
Yeah, they got
for
a
the same
couple
reason because
all
they were
at one
talking about
time.
they were talking about getting them pardoned because I don't know for whatever reason. I mean, there are bigger problems in the world than
For
emissions.
sure.
Let's be honest. Like,
I mean, I'm not a fan of polluting either, but uh, it's not like this is a majority of trucks on the road, even the ones they're working on.
yeah. I mean, we know how. I actually seen a clip of Donald Trump talking. He was talking about EV tanks in the middle, or
Oh
across.
yeah,
It was like they're worried about making our tanks electric. He's like, why would we make something? So we're worried about polluting the place that we're trying to blow up. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Like,
fair enough.
I mean, it's legit. I'm like, this
He
man,
kind of got a
like,
point.
he got a great point. It's like you're worried about emissions in the place we're trying to blow
Like, if
up.
you're
I'm like,
just
yeah,
trying to switch to EV purely because of that, then yeah, like, what would be the point? You're blowing the
exactly.
place up. The jet flying over to blow it up is way more emissions.
Yeah. The jet like spitting out enough emissions to like eradicate the dinosaurs all over again.
I don't know how bad they are. I imagine they're pretty efficient, but I mean, they go through a lot of fuel.
Yeah, they do. Oh my god! Even just like, uh, was it commercial? Not even commercial. What personal like airplanes and helicopters? Man, the amount of fuel that I hear they consume, it's like kind of insane.
Yeah, if you don't got like one of them ultralights, it's gonna go through gallons quick. The
Yeah,
only ones I know that don't are those like ultralights that you don't even need a license. You can
yeah.
just own one. They go through.
like a
Like
gyrocopter on
they
7 days.
actually probably go. They hold like 3 or 4 gallons, and they'll probably go like 120 to 170 miles, somewhere in that range.
I got you.
Been on tailwind too, they can get really far.
Yeah, resistance. Resistance is the whole ball game up in the sky. So I want to hit on our last topic here, the headliner, Cleetus versus Grannas Racing. What do you know about this drama, or should I just recap it for the fans?
I know about it. I'm not a Cleetus guy, but I mean, how do you not know about this? So
Yeah. So, I mean, if for whatever reason, if somebody's in the dark about this, so basically there is FL2K, the biggest,
yeah,
baddest race in the Southeast. I mean, all the fastest guys are there. So, a little bit of a background, Cleetus McFarland is the half owner of the racetrack that they're racing at Bradenton Motorsports Park. And they just installed a brand new PA system. They redid everything at the track. And the semifinals gets called up to run in the stick shift class. Every single person is there. All three of the four racers are there except for Grannas Racing. Grannas Racing is the number one qualifier in the class, running 660s at, I think, 220 miles an hour. Cleetus is the second qualifier. Cleetus had not yet met him. He was going to end up being the finalist on his side of the ladder. Cleetus kind of blew through his side of the ladder. Well, if you don't know, stick shift racing is the most hardest on your vehicle. I mean, stick shift racers break all the time. It is just so much moving parts. It's so much torque. I mean, you know it. You're a stick shift driver, Jordan. I mean, it's rough on a vehicle, especially whenever you're pushing that much horsepower going 6-second quarter miles.
yeah, you're
So
not shifting as efficiently as an automatic. I don't care who
no.
you are.
So
It's tuned properly. It's not gonna match a
it's
human
not going
in
to
any
break.
way.
Yeah, and I mean, money shifting is a very real thing in drag racing.
Yeah,
So it was to be assumed that he might have broke. I mean, I guess that might be where you can give him just a little bit of slack. I guess they could have went looking for him, but there's three different ways of notifications getting to the racers at the drag strip, calling them to the lanes. A, of course, is the PA system. B, the radio station you can tune into, and
yeah.
C, there is a automatic text message system that he was actually signed up for, letting him know to come to the lanes. This being said, he was called out of the semifinals and the person was given a bye run and he got left out and Cleetus ended up winning the whole thing. A day or two later, Grannas Racing took to Facebook to basically vent how he felt about it, that he was kind of blaming Garrett or Cleetus for a bad PA system and it was his fault, and kind of somewhat sounding like he might have sabotaged him from being able to make it up to the staging lanes. So, of course, Cleetus's fans are, I mean, we've said it before, and pretty cult following. He's got a lot of
Yeah,
hardcore fans. They were, of course, roasting him online. Some going as far to even bombing his Google shop page, which is
I
insane.
saw that. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So Garrett Cleetus doing what is right, and it's not even right. He was just being the bigger man. He's like, you know what, man? If you truly feel cheated, I'm going to offer you the money, the $15,000 that he won for winning FL2K, up for grabs in a grudge race at the same time of day at the racetrack, whatever, whatever. And he accepted. And they went down there and they made a huge show of it. It was insane. Like they were making so much fun of him missing this call. And he showed up. They ran. He broke at the it was past the 8th mile. He was definitely going to win that race had nothing happened. But he blew his engine. I believe he lost pressure in one of his cylinders and it went into safety mode and kind of laid over. And Cleetus beat him. Well, here's some information I'm not seeing many people talking about. So they're at the end of the racetrack, at the what I don't remember what it's called, but at the very end of the drag strip, and
Yep.
they're packing their chutes up and everything. And Cleetus was like that. The Freedom Plus Live people were there getting ready to film Cleetus, and he's like, no, 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 I'm gonna go talk to him. He's like, hey man, I'm sorry you broke. What broke? Whatever. Thank you for racing. And the guy seemed like so mad. I mean, I guess I get it. His car broke. It's probably going to be several tens of thousands of dollars to repair. But he seemed really salty about the loss, and a lot of people were not taking it that way. A lot of people are like, I respect him for coming out and racing, and I do too. I think it's a cool thing. But
I mean, I'd
what
be
I ended
pretty
up
salty after my car broke. So
1000%. But this is something I actually found on Facebook, and not many people were talking about it other than a few people I've seen. So the screenshot I see is Cleetus saying, "Good racing. Thanks to everybody that showed up and giving the people what they wanted." And somebody commented, I guess, instigating, said, "All I hear is a bunch of excuses." And Grannas commented saying, "I hear a bunch of F slurs celebrating a win over a broke car. When I win against someone broke, I tell them sorry about their luck at the end of the track because I know when it's like that. That's different because there's a bunch of see you next Tuesdays and a real racer. I know the difference between a see you next Tuesday and a real racer." So a lot of people are arguing that he's talking about people online, which I could see the beginning part of that. But he specifically said, when I win against someone that broke, I tell them I'm sorry at the end of the racetrack. Cleetus did do that. I mean, we saw it live.
yeah,
And he's sitting here saying that he didn't. Not many people are talking about that. I'm sure people are probably wanting to move past it, but I just find that so disrespectful, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Yes, you were going to win that race. If he needed to know that, yeah, he was going to win that race, had nothing broke. But that's stick shift racing, man. That is racing. Stuff breaks and you
yeah,
lose. That's
that
just
is
how it
part
is,
of it.
man. You
You
know?
know, you don't. It don't matter if you were gonna win because you didn't win, and you just gotta accept it. It sucks, but it's real life, man. Uh, this is how it is for most people. We
Yeah.
experience all kinds of defeat in life, but that doesn't mean you can't get a win here and there.
I mean,
And I
that's
mean, Grannis, I mean, he's going to be winning more than 90% of people at least.
right. I mean, what justifies the win is who trips that beam the fastest. I mean, that's like saying if he spun at the starting line, then it's whatever. It's the same way. Whoever won the race won the race. It's racing. It's
Yeah,
if it was just as simple as a car being able to go A to B every single time consistently, it wouldn't be any fun at all. It'd just be a horsepower battle. That's why we say, Ashton's such a good racer. Number one, dig, number two, stick. Like, there's skill involved in that class in particular, and yeah, I mean, he couldn't have controlled his brake, but I mean, that's just how it is, like you said.
yeah, that's part of it.
So I mean, how do you feel going back to the start about like him being so salty about missing the call? Because you can even hear in his own video him getting
Hmm.
called up to the lanes. I mean, it is just clear as day, and him not taking accountability for him not being able to make it to the lanes.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem pretty childish in a way, maybe just immature. Um, but I mean, kind of got what he deserved. If he keeps this up, though, I mean, it's just going to ruin his reputation. I can't imagine he's going to stay this type of way about it.
Yeah, I mean, him and Cleetus have raced before. I think they raced back in 2019, and I think it might have even been the same outcome. He might have broken, Cleetus got the win, but I mean, we'll see. I'm sure they'll meet again because I mean they are running right with each other as far as trap times goes. I mean he's slightly faster than Cleetus, but I mean they are right there with each other in terms of stick shift racing. And I mean we got World Cup coming right around the corner, the event that they're both going to be at. So it'll be interesting to see what becomes of that. See if they meet again in the finals or meet again. Period. Because
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a huge villain arc for him if he, like you said, if he doesn't mess around and just get himself, banned from racetracks for being that way.
that's not a good way to be.
It's really not, man. Especially
Not a
whenever
good
you're like caught
image.
and you're caught in 4K, like being called to the lanes and sitting there telling people that you're not like, man, can't be posting your L's like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not the kind of attitude you want to see winning or losing out of someone.
Yeah. It takes there's a certain amount of sportsmanship you got to have in racing and in any sport in general. That's just not the way to be. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of all we have for that situation. It's such a. I mean, I'm sure it's gone now. It's been a few days, and nothing's been said from either side. So hopefully this drama's gone. It just sucks to see drama in general in the racing community. I mean, it's cool to see grudge racing. Grudge racing's fun, but it comes to a point to, like we said in the beginning, his business page getting tanked. There's just people need to get off the dang keyboard sometimes. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Like I just don't see his racing career being. It is connected to his business, but in a sense, it doesn't affect the work that's being done in a
Right.
way. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
1000%. But yeah, we'll throw it to a ad break and we will come back at you with the gaming topic. Our first sponsor today, of course, you know them, you love them, Chemical Guys. They have the best car care products in the game. Of course, my favorite products here, you got the starter kits. I highly recommend the starter kits to any of our listeners because it is the greatest way to get a bulk amount of products. It's just the best bang for your buck. Even the mini arsenal, it comes with everything you need. It's got the honeydew soap, it's got the spray wax, it's got the bucket, the foam cannon, it's got everything you need. Cars 10 site wide for 10% off your order. And our next sponsor today is Badass Extension Cords. They've got some of the highest quality extension cords in the game here. Got their outdoor extension cords pulled up. What I really like about them is they have all these customizable colors that you can do, and you can even have unique writing on them to make them say whatever you want. They've got the 50-foot pro cable with 6 outlets going along the whole entire cord. These cords are some of the highest quality that you have around. You need some of these in your shop. Even the indoor ones, they go all the way up to 100 foot. They go all the way down to 25 foot. Why not pick up a badass extension cord for your shop so you can make sure that you do not lack anything whenever it comes to working on your project? You need that for those power tools. You know you do. With that being said, guys, head on over to Badass Extension Cords, pick you up a cord, and use our affiliate link so they know we sent you. Hey, Mustang guys, where you at? I got CJ Pony Parts here for you today, sponsoring the podcast. For all of your Mustang needs, whether you are restoring a 1960s Mustang all the way up to the S650, they've got parts for you. Everything from body parts all the way to your exterior and engine parts. They've got it all. I want you to guys hop on over, look at CJ Pony Parts, see if you can find something for your Mustang today, give you something to do this winter, this summer, finish up the build, and make sure you use our affiliate link so that they know we sent you from the podcast. I want to thank Speedway Motors for sponsoring the podcast. One of my favorite parts, wiring harness. They have a DIY wiring harness, so if you are not that good at wiring, they have a full kit that is a universal. You just pick what circuit you want. It is as simple as you get it. They have a lot of parts for your older cars. It's hard to beat these deals. Some of the best prices, that's always what I've known them for, is the really good prices, the really good quality. So yeah, guys, hop on over there, see if they've got something for your build, and use our affiliate link so they know that we sent you. And with that being said, guys, let's get right back into the topic. All right, thank you for sitting through the ad read, and be sure to check out our sponsors after the show. So, we've been hitting these first-person shooters pretty heavy, but shoot, it is what's up right now. So I'm wondering if you got to play any of the Black Ops 7 beta. We are fresh off that mug.
No, I didn't play it.
Unbelievable.
Geez, I haven't. First time I missed a beta in a while. I just didn't care, to be honest.
That's fair.
Just wasn't feeling it myself, I've been kind of playing different types of games.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I've got a pretty full review of it, I'd say. I played, I don't know how many hours I got into it. A few. Not anything crazy. I got up to max level on there, level 30, but it was a double XP weekend the whole entire time, so it wasn't very difficult. I mean, one zombies match will give you like 12 XP. I did play that at the very, very end just to... I heard that the zombies is basically Black Ops 6 zombies just ripped
That's what
off,
I've heard.
and 1000% agree with that. That's why I avoided it. So we'll get into that later. But yeah, the multiplayer beta. So I will say the maps right off the rip, phenomenal. I love the map so much. They brought back the classic 3-lane design. It's really good. There's a lot of mid-range, a ton of close range, and a handful of long range. very reminiscent of, we'll say, Black Ops 3, but without the wall running portions of the maps. Very good. I will say they killed the map design this time around. Got tired of playing the same 4 maps, but that's a beta for you. So the guns, I never found anything in particular that I disliked. Of course, very limited on the gun selection. I did find myself clinging to one particular gun, general submachine gun. You know how I am. That's what I like. The ARs felt fine. I didn't find anything that felt bad. The M8's back. And I could
Yeah.
be wrong. Maybe you could correct me on this, but a full burst to the head would kill people back in Black Ops 2, right? Am I
A
wrong?
full burst to the chest would. A
Okay.
full contact, like all
She,
4.
she's a little nerfed, buddy. I'll just tell you that because I was doming people, and I'm like, another burst, really? Is that what you need? Pretty lame, pretty lame. But the inmate's back. It's cool. It's obviously not as
It was
powerful as
like
it
a
was.
2-shot headshot.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely no. She's not cooking like she used to. I'll say the one thing that everybody's kind of skeptical about, the wall bouncing.
Yeah.
I guess so useless. I will just say nobody uses it at all. The whole time I was playing, nobody used it. There's like 2 maps where there's a specific section of the map where you have to do it to actually like not fall to your death. That's the only spot, man. I'm just telling you, nobody used it. It is so extremely pointless. They might as well have just went one way or the other. Full jetpacks or nothing, because the wall kicking is so irrelevant. I mean, the one thing that's okay is you can climb kind of tall walls now. That's okay. But the wall bouncing, man, it's so dumb. I didn't know how you felt about it to begin with.
I feel like I would enjoy it. I've always liked movement in games, so I would find a way to enjoy that myself.
Maybe it was just everybody, it's brand new. It's a new movement. Maybe everybody was just kind of not knowing how to use it, or maybe even avoiding it. I'm not super sure, but just from the experience in the beta, I didn't see a lot of people using it, to be honest.
That's fair.
There was a lot of cool equipment, actually. So there was
Really?
one, yeah. There was one tactical I really loved. You throw it down and it's a Glock attached to a robot, and like it just like starts shooting people. It's like a little mini
A
like
little sentry gun?
sentry gun. Like it does very little damage, but that's the thing. It distracts
It's
the heck
yeah.
out of the enemy, dude. I'm like over here,
Wow,
I'll throw it
okay.
down, then it's like pinging them. I'm like dead.
That's hilarious. I actually like that.
My favorite tactical by far. It's so good. Like, oh my god, it's the best. And it's like sends you little hit markers. Like if you're far away from it, it'll like
Mhm.
send a separate hit marker letting you know somebody's shooting. It's like, dude, this is so good. It's like a motion sensor. It's everything. The On the flip side of that, oh my god, dude, the specialists swing and a miss on that. That is not a thing. It's just the normal field upgrades like normal, and they are so garbage, dude. I yet to find one that's decent. The Let's see, the first one, the mutations box, of course. One of them's like a jammer, and I don't even know. I didn't see anybody even using it. The active
Yeah, that
camos are
sounds
really
like Cold
good.
War.
Yeah, the mutation or the active camo is about the only one that was good, and of course it's good because it's active camo. The rest of them, man, I just don't remember finding any one of them that was very notable whatsoever. I mean, I think there's a trophy system that could be useful in certain situations.
Yeah, I would use a trophy. I'm a
Uh,
sweat.
yeah. What I did really enjoy seeing them bring back, they brought back wild cards, and they only
Oh,
brought, yeah, and they only brought back the good ones. They
okay.
brought back the 3 good ones. They brought back Perk Greed, they brought back Primary Gunfighter, and they brought back, shoot. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. It was one of the other really good ones. It might have been Danger Close. I can't remember. But yeah, it was like the 3 main ones that everybody used on Black Ops, like 2 and 3. It was, or I guess it would have been 3.
I thought they had that on Cold War though.
Did they? They might have.
Yeah,
But yeah, wild cards. So man, so happy to see that come back, especially with the pick 10, like
because
the wild
you get
card.
one extra perk.
Yeah, perk greed,
Yeah, they had
primary
that on Cold
gunfighter.
War.
Okay, cool. And they also see the one thing I'm not a big fan of this because I'm just old school, but they have the whole thing where if you run all red perks, you get a bonus, all blue perks, you get a bonus. Well, they added hybrid perks. So, like, if you run like 2 reds and a blue or 2 blues and a red, whatever, as long as you have 2 of one and 1 of the other, you still get that bonus perk, but it's like a hybrid perk. So
Gotcha.
I don't know. Me and you are old school. It's not really something I'm super crazy about, but it's just kind of whatever. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Feel
What
you.
else? What else was really notable about it? The the maps were good. There was a weird game mode. It kind of reminded me of Uplink, if I'm being honest. It's like a mix of, maybe I'm not. I'll explain it to you. Maybe you can tell me what I'm thinking of. Or capture the flag. So like a random, like I will say, flag device was dropped in the map, and you have to go get it, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
run it to the other player's spawn. And if you killed the other person, can pick it up. It's basically capture the flag. But I thought that there was like a
Gotcha.
grudge ball or something ball, grief ball maybe, in like Infinite Warfare. That's what it really reminded me of.
Oh, Advanced Warfare had one where you had a ball and you had like score it in a net
Yeah, I can't remember
almost,
what it's
like you had to
called, man.
run through it or throw
That's
it
what
in
it
it.
that's what it reminded me of, kind of.
Did
But it
Black
was
Ops
like,
3 have one like that? Or am I tripping?
if they did, it was like a limited game mode for sure.
I might be tripping.
Maybe. So the big thing that I wanted to talk about on Black Ops 7 was the big thing everybody's talking about: open matchmaking, and of course the standard matchmaking. So open matchmaking, if you read the description verbatim, it says matchmaking that uses minimal player skill whenever evaluating, the players for the match.
Yeah.
So and so. Or you could do the standard matchmaking, which of course does incorporate skill based matchmaking. I
Yeah.
will say kudos to Call of Duty, and I have more to add to that after I give this thought. Kudos to Call of Duty for recognizing we hate skill based matchmaking and we want to see less of it. The thought is phenomenal. We want that. We want more casual player base, but Merc Music brought up a great point. What we're going to run into is these players that are going to go into casual lobbies and sweat and just grind for kills and nukes and easy everything.
Yeah.
Whereas your skill based matchmaking, it's just going to be skill based matchmaking. So I did both. I ran maybe 3 games back to back of each and seen which I enjoyed playing more, which I seen the most, the least skill based matchmaking in. I will say the open matchmaking where there is minimal skill based matchmaking, I was miserable. Like just getting sweated on, noticeably difficult games, very noticeable skill difference, which I mean, it's supposedly random. I could have been the sweat in the game compared to, because it's random skill based. I had so much more fun playing in skill based matchmaking actually because everybody was matched up to my skill. But keep that in mind, I was solo queuing. Had it been me and Jordan, where our skill level is significantly different, it might have been a different story. And, skill based matchmaking would have definitely penalized me in that situation because it would have put somebody with your skill level on the opposite team. So I wasn't really able to test that with a friend necessarily because I was solo queuing the whole time. I will say, post me having that thought, there was a dev Q&A today on YouTube posted, and I can't remember his name, but it's basically the David Vonderhaar right now because Vonderhaar
Gotcha.
retired.
All right.
So he's like the senior designer of Black Ops 7. Well, he mentioned that a few things that they collected from the beta that they are going to implement into the full release of the game. They said we're definitely sticking with the open matchmaking, and that's actually going to be the default option for matchmaking. So we're going back to having
Cool.
minimal skill-based matchmaking in the standard matchmaking. One thing that irked me is how it's really good to have lobbies not get disbanded, because that's the best way to stick with like a group of people that you might be doing well against. And it even works out for if you're not doing well, because you can be like, all right, I know who to avoid now. I'm getting away from this guy.
I was
Well,
about to say, are you talking about people leaving in the middle of a match or?
yeah, or like, whenever you get finished with a match and you go into another match, you're not going to be
Oh.
in the same lobby.
Oh,
And
yeah, how it disbands the
right.
previous lobby.
And a lot of that has to do with us not having dedicated or player dedicated servers anymore,
Yeah.
because of course you'd be sticking with the host. Well, Call of Duty acknowledged that in this devlog, and they are going to be working tirelessly at making sure that lobbies do not get disbanded in Black Ops 7. So
That's cool.
that's a big ups for that. They're reducing the skill based matchmaking. It sounds like they're doing a lot of really cool things in this Black Ops game. So
It does.
I,
I might actually be a little more interested now. Honestly, they're actually seeming to have some talk with the community too. It seems.
I really think you'll like it because there's a lot of cool guns coming back. You know, the Cap 40's back, the
Oh,
M8's
cool.
back,
Yeah.
the P what is that sniper called on Black Ops
Peacekeeper.
3?
Oh.
Yeah, the Peacekeeper's back too. But yeah, the sniper, the 3 round burst sniper from Black Ops was it
Oh.
2 or 3? The
30.
P something. Shoot.
P106.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. It's on there. The See, that's my friend was playing with me, and I had a phenomenal time sniping. I felt like there was pretty heavy aim assist on
I've
snipers.
heard
Like,
there's very heavy aim assist on this game,
yeah,
like making PC players very frustrated because
that's
it's so
another.
heavy.
That was another thing that was mentioned on the dev vlog, and apparently they're going to be heavily reducing it, but who knows what'll actually stick or not. You know, they're actually talking about helping the keyboard and mouse players more with aim assist more than anything, but who knows what'll actually stick. You know, he might have just been saying stuff to say stuff, but yeah, as far as the sniping goes, man, I was like quick scoping people. It was very easy to hit shots, which I play controller, so I mean, it makes more sense. Like some shots, I was even like, man, I do not think I hit that guy, but he's dead. Like, you know, so that felt great. It did feel a little bit slow to scope in, but I mean, shots were hitting like crazy, man. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun sniping. Yeah, the Peacekeeper's back, which, you know, I never got to use the Peacekeeper back in the day, so that was cool to see.
You never did.
No, that was the only DLC I didn't buy in Black Ops 2. The
What about
only one.
3?
I never got it. It was a
I
supply
had it
drop
on
weapon.
3
Yeah, I never got lucky
and
enough with the
2.
supply drop. You had the M1 Grand too. You had all the guns I was jelly about.
The MX was my favorite, dog.
Yeah, the
Don't
MX
even get me started.
I don't. I'm fired up, man. I don't know about you. And to top it all off, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be free to play during the Battlefield 6 launch this weekend.
I don't think that's gonna help.
No, it's not. But I feel like that just goes to show that Call of Duty 1000% has Battlefield on their radar, which they always have. But like, I
Yeah,
feel like they're
I,
trying extra hard this time
I
around.
felt like they are. I don't know that they're gonna be able to beat them. Still, it's looking very good for Battlefield. I
Yeah.
gotta say, I didn't see this coming.
Well, let's transition here, you know, because Battlefield 6 came out today. What are your thoughts? Because I'm going to be honest, I made a lot of friends kind of mad talking about Battlefield 6. My honest
Yeah.
opinions, you know, me saying,
Uh,
you know, the lack of
I
vehicles is upsetting.
I know they've changed a bunch in Battlefield as well, so both are doing very good with feedback. Um, you know how jumping was really common. It's really reduced weapon handling when you jump now,
Okay,
so
good.
spamming it is pointless. Vehicles move much faster. Some of the tanks, in particular, they're actually able to move around better now because they were so slow. They were cornered easily,
Yeah.
and I don't know if there's any other I remember off the top of my head, but I mean, there's some changes they're making for the better. Oh, they nerfed one of the snipers and something else too. I can't remember now. I want to say it was one weapon was really powerful and they nerfed it. The
Hmm.
shotgun. They nerfed the
Oh
shotgun.
God, yeah, that thing was insane.
And they kind of buffed some of the ARs and SMGs. And I think they had done that slight nerf to one of the snipers, or maybe all of them. So it seems like both are doing their part.
Yeah, community feedback. The more these developers realize that, I mean, community feedback is everything. They're going to start producing much better games. And I don't know, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but maybe we're seeing kind of a revolution with the AAA games. I'm not expecting a good launch from either title just because of history, but
Yeah.
it seems like at the very least they're making the correct changes. I mean, that's the whole point of a beta, man, to get a feel. The fans get a feel, the developers get a feel. It's about time they start listening to us, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how much I expect this to continue, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to see another Battlefield for a while, anyways. We might as well enjoy it while we
Yeah.
got it.
I mean, well, we got 3 more years now.
I I'm about ready to see Red Dead. I'm just be honest. Battlefield can just sit out for a
GTA.
while. Yeah, GTA. Good lord. Like we need to get some other games going here. But I want main thing I want to see from Battlefield 6, man. I want to see some maps with some more vehicle play because it is
Yeah.
Battlefield. That's why we're here, brother. Like that's how you got me on Battlefield. I think that's how a lot of people who weren't originally Battlefield fans got on Battlefield. Is you are the score streak. That's the vehicle play is everything in that game, and for you to take that away from us and try to play more like Call of Duty, man, we don't want to see that. We want Battlefield 4. We want that vehicle play. It's so much better. I'm glad to see a lot of stuff on Battlefield 6. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people to think I am dogging on it at all, but that's just my biggest criticism, and that's just what hurt me as a fan. Is just like, dang, I want to hop in the little bird with my homie, which I know I'm going to be able to do, but it disappointed me to not see that in the beta. You know, the attack chop is
Yeah.
cool. I wasn't a super big fan of the vehicle system, like how you spawn at the very beginning of the match. It seemed like you had to spawn in as a soldier. I don't know if
You
you
didn't
had that
have.
same.
I don't think you
I
had
was having
to.
that issue, man.
It's like it forced you sometimes, though.
Right. I was like, dude, I just want to queue up for a vehicle, you know?
Yeah. I will say I don't like the helicopter physics as much in this title. It's a lot harder to fly compared to previous titles, but um, it may prove to be better in a sense. I don't know. I'm not going to say just because it's harder to control that it's worse.
While we're on the topic of like air vehicles, how do you feel about the jets being, maybe even the helicopters too, but for sure the jets being delayed like until the first objectives are captured to be
I
able to
kind of
allow
like that.
jets? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, you know how much I griped about people using them as transports. So,
Yeah, that's one good point. I didn't think about that.
um, I think the serious jet players are going to be the ones getting it. So you're going to have better air support in these games, it seems to me, because you know you play like Battlefield 4 now. Even there's a lot of sweats on, but you get some people who use them as transport or just don't know how to do nothing in them,
Yeah, I'll
and
say
they
too.
seem a lot more. I mean, I haven't seen an attack jet, but I really like the jet in this game. It seems more realistic. It don't have to be a stealth jet to like a stealth jet should be able to drop a bomb. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like it's not unrealistic. So
No.
the fact that they finally have like a JDAM on a stealth jet essentially is something I really liked.
Are you going to be
And it's not ammo
disappointed?
capped.
Are you going to be disappointed if there's not attack jets in this game?
No, I think it's perfectly fine with the one that's in it for both sides. I wouldn't doubt that they're going to add more. I mean, we see 2042, they just added attack jets. Um, and they got the stealth bomber, and I mean, they got all kinds of jets.
There is something so cool and nostalgic about like, being the attack jet, only focusing on ground units, and then relying on your
Yeah.
stealth jet to watch your back. You know,
I mean, I was a pretty good attack jet pilot at one point, and
whatever. At one point,
yeah, for sure.
homie jump on Gamal Railway right now and drop a JDAM on B. What do you mean?
But even a really good attack jet pilot always struggles with a mediocre at best stealth jet pilot because I mean, unless you're really locked in, he's just got the advantage, man. He's got way more control.
Not only that,
So
but like you've got AA, you got to worry about. There's a lot that you have to. There's just like a lot of stars that need to align to be able to have a
yeah,
successful
for
run.
sure. It's a lot more going against you in a way. I like that both jets are just there isn't two types; they're equal. I think that's what's needed for
Yeah,
that kind of play. Uh, I think difference is cool, but I don't think. I don't know. I guess it's just different. You know,
yeah.
it's like I like slower, like AC-130s. Like it's cool, but they're just gonna get knocked out by jets. So what I really want it, I don't think it'd work.
It
I think
it
that's why
is.
they don't really implement it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a perfect storm because I mean it's like a whole different combat going on in the sky compared to what's going on in the ground. You know, not only do you have another jet on, you possibly have two other helis to worry about if they really want to be like that. It's a whole battle that's going on in the sky, whereas you got everything on the ground as well. And I
Yeah,
mean, just to add on to that, like how the realism of now you shoot a jet out of the sky, you shoot a heli out of the sky, that corpse of that vehicle is now on the ground and in the way of infantry and buildings and et cetera, et cetera. I mean,
yeah.
that element's just so cool, man.
I like how Ford did it, but they didn't last very long, and they were more annoying in a way. It kind of blends in more on this game. I feel like.
Yeah. So cool, man. It's just I don't even know if I'd be mad if there weren't any evolutions just because how destructive the world is now.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Bad Company too in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Oh, I wished I could have been there.
Yeah, nothing beats sniping on there because there's no bullet travel. It was just a different
Beaming.
time, dude. Like Call of Duty was a sniper.
Yeah, this goes forever. Shoot. Well, guys, that's all we have for this episode. I believe we have some interviews lined up for the coming weeks, so we'll have to get back with you on how we felt about the Battlefield 6 game itself. Give our opening reviews of it. But yeah, guys, with that being said, we will throw it to outro, and we will see you in the next video. Brother, what are you still doing here? Check out some of these social medias below me. If you're not following, go change that today.